All right, Shalom. So we back again with another class slash the understanding. And in this class slash the understanding, we're going to be addressing pretty much the times, the energy, the new energy that's coming on the earth, and how we want to pretty much keep the same, spiritual posture. Because we're about to see a lot of new things. We're about to see a heightened level of, things that may have been going on. It's going to result in things looking new, man. So it's a new energy, and we're going to see a whole new wave of things we have already been seeing, but in a whole new way. And we want to make sure we respond with the same spiritual posture, the same spiritual reaction the Lord we was responding with before. To fools, to everything, or whatever. The same spiritual posture is what we want to keep as this new energy enters people, to heighten what we may have already been dealing with and witnessing, and what we may have never dealt with, or witnessed. All right, so before we get going into it, Kahalam La, Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Wahara Kakodash, and I want to say double honors to the hopefully like elder apostles, slated to be saved. Lord willing, start with the men, the elder men at the Great Millstone Church, that are hoping to be saved on down to the rest. Okay, and shalom to the rest of the Akim, that the rest that may be out here and been out here under the same doctrine, onward to the Akim here at this faction of this hopefully elect assembly, that are laboring, that are in in the order, giving diligence and all true faith and sincerity. Shalom, onward to the rest of the Akim doing likewise. Shalom, and to the rest of you believers in on this faith of Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai, you few women, children, and some men of the Israelite race. So, and Yahweh being who people ignorantly call God, and Yahweh Shai being who people ignorantly call Jesus Christ. But so as I said, it's about to be pretty much, it's about to get crazy. So we want to hold the same spiritual posture, regardless. But let's just get a few scriptures touching on that. We can get 2 Ezra 5 and 8, and we can also get 2 Timothy in the 3rd chapter, and we can start with the first verse to kick it off. 2 Timothy 3 and 1. Mm-hmm.
It's the book of 2 Timothy, chapter 3, verse 1. This know also, that in the last days perilous times shall come.
All right, so it's about to get real dangerous, man. It's just, Lord, we need to know this, so we can brace for it. You know what I'm saying? So we won't be taken by it, so we won't be caught off guard. All right, going into what's that? Ephesians in the 5th chapter. Pretty much how it says to do what? It says to redeem the times. Okay, I believe that's Ephesians 5. Yeah, Ephesians 5 and verse 16. I'm actually get verse 15. It says, whoo, man, you can actually start at verse 15. See then that ye walk circumspectly, not as fools, but as wise, redeeming the time, because the days are evil. So there it is. So we need to understand that and walk according to that. Ultimately brace for that, so we are not taken by that. You know what I'm saying? Completely. The Lord told us to what? Make ourselves ready to the battle. So it's about to be the spiritual warfare is about to increase. You had more on that 2 Timothy? 3 and 1? Or was it? Okay, let's jump to that 2 Ezra 5.
2 Ezra chapter 5 verse 1. Nevertheless, as coming the tokens, behold, the days shall come that they...
And that's the point right there. The Lord said you need to be looking at the tokens is important, meaning the signs of these particular times that the Lord is telling us about, which is when the Lord said, as he said, it's going to be completely perilous, right? It's going to be, to the point where we got to look all around us. It said, be circumspect. You know what I'm saying? And you're going to start to see signs of those times through what? Through these people. So we can actually hold that in Matthew 24 and 13. Okay. And we actually hold that also in Sirach 13 and verse 13, which I have right here. So you're going to see the signs through these people. Okay. The scriptures tell us how what? These people, are at their wits' ends. We have got to completely understand this. All right, I want to actually get that in the book of Psalms. If you got it, you can bring it out. You got it.
Mm-hmm. It's the book of Psalms, chapter 107, verse 27. They reel to and fro and stagger like a drunken man, and are at their wits' end.
Yep, these people are completely at their wits' end. These people ready to lose it, man. And you can tell by what? Looking at their countenance. We can get that in Sirach really quick. I got it. Sirach 19 and verse 29. It says, a man may be known by his look, right? If that man, because you could just really assess this as mankind, and this, you can assess this as mankind, in regard to topic, you know what I'm saying? So it could be man or woman. You can see if this man that you may come across or this woman that you may come across is that person that's at their wits' end. You gonna know. It's all over their face. It says a man may be known by his look, and one that hath understanding by his countenance when thou meetest him. And these people, it's gonna be to the point where these people can't hide it. Cause when you at your wits' end, you can't really hide that. You gonna know. Did you finish? Was it more? No, that was it. Okay, Khan. Now what I want to do is I want to read, and these people they have spirits on them, because it says what? They reel to and fro, so they all over the place, and it says, and they stagger like a drunken man, but they not drunk, and that's gonna be found amongst all mankind, so meaning all races as well. These people are not drunk; they actually have spirits on them, and are at their wits' end, and they not gonna be able to hold up for too much longer. We can actually get that, and I believe that's Isaiah the 51st chapter, Isaiah 51. It tells you that. It tells you, those that be drunk, but not with wine. Let's see if I can grab that real quick. Isaiah 51 and verse. Yeah, 51 and 21. Mm-hmm. You got it.
Isaiah chapter 51, verse 21. Therefore, hear now this, thou afflicted and drunken, but not with wine.
So meaning they got spirits on them. So these people of all races completely walking around with spirits on them. The Lord he's mingled a perverse spirit in his people and everything. Now, when you come back to this in Psalms 107 and verse 27, how it says they reel to and fro and stagger like a drunken man and are at their wits' end. Well, when you read that in I really just wanted to get this in another translation. Let's see. Yeah, we're going to get this in a YLT. It says, they reel to and fro and move as a drunkard, and all their wisdom is swallowed up. So these people don't even know how to conduct themselves. They can't hold it together anymore. He said he was going to destroy the wisdom of this world. And that's what we about to see happening. People about to lose manners. People about to lose a sense of reality. You know, they're going to lose fear of death. You know, that's what they're going to lose. Because the times. All right. So that's basically it on that. So, what was you holding?
Matthew 24 and 13.
Okay.
Sirach 13 and 13.
Yep, Sirach 13 and 13.
2 Timothy 2.
3. Yeah. And we also had, it was another one in second Ezra, wasn't it?
Chapter 5.
It was 5, 5, and 8. Yeah, kind. Let's get that Sirach 13, 13.
Yeah, kind. Sirach chapter 13, verse 13, it says, observe and take good heed, for thou walkest in peril of thy overthrowing. When thou hearest these things, awake in thy sleep.
Exactly. Going back to that Ephesians, the 5th chapter. So we got to completely understand that this is what is about to come. You got these people that's completely bugged out, basically. You know, of all races. They're not, and so we just assessing that this is the time that we're coming into. This is what's about to go on. Let's also get that in, did you have more?
No, that was it.
Okay. Oh, we didn't finish that in 2 Ezra 5 and 1. No, was it 5 concerning the tokens?
Yeah, that's second.
Yeah. No, we're supposed to get 5 and 8. So that's the spirit. It was 5 and 8 now.
Yeah, it's the book of 2 Ezra chapter 5 and verse 8. It says, there shall be a confusion also in many places, and the fire shall be off sent out again, and the wild beasts shall change their places, and minstrous women shall bring forth monsters.
So the Lord said it's gonna be the place that's already confused, being a daughter of Babylon, is gonna completely become. It's gonna basically, he's gonna up the ante, man. He said the fire gonna be sent out oft, and we know that fire also is synonymous with what? With the spirit, you know. So it's gonna be a confused spirit, you know, on people, man, out here. People is gonna be bugged out. They're not going. When you confused, right? You don't know what to do, you know, and that's what you about to see from a lot of these Edomites. Like today, we you know, had an incident on the highway, pretty much, where I don't still through the spirit believe I was necessarily wrong, but it showed me now where we had 2 incidents actually on today's highways, you know, at our highways, you know, the camp session or whatever. But you know, where this Edomite, you know, he got told, just like any other time, they got told what's going on. They go into slavery, etc. And his response was one that has happened before, but it had a whole different spirit behind it. So I don't assess that I was necessarily wrong, because I responded. I told him, and he was like, "Oh, shut up." And then I told him again, and he got to saying something. He was like, "Fuck you, fuck you," and, you know, etc. Like he was just bugging out. And then I put a curse on him. I was, you know, putting the curse on him in the names. And as he was hearing the names, he started, nigger, 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 nigger. So the Lord is that it just showed me not that the response was wrong, but how you're gonna have to pretty much up the wisdom on how you respond, due to what's being upped on these people you will usually talk to. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a whole new energy coming to the earth. That's what it showed me. And especially with the other situation, which was these little young East Indians, little nerdy monks that would these the type that would never say something. And they completely was in a complete antagonizing spirit. It made me think of the elder Ricard when he was like, the demons that be on, these people. That's exactly what that was. They barking and stuff, antagonizing, preach, because we getting close. So Esau pissed. You gotta understand that these people are pissed because they losing their world. These people are pissed because they losing their comfort in his demonic world. And it's just, and our time is here. And the Lord is about to literally manifest his chosen is still on the earth, which we know are the Israelites, which will be us, which take you to 2nd Ezra in the 16th chapter. How he said it was going to be an insurrection upon those. We can get it. 16, I think you start like 68. It's going to be an insurrection upon those that fear the Lord, which is going to be through spirits being sent down from the heavens, demons, and jumping on individuals to persecute the believers, to come for the Israelites, awake or sleep,
2nd Ezra 16 and 68, for behold, the burning wrath of a great multitude is kindled over you.
That's that fire.
Yeah, kind.
That spirit. Go ahead.
Yep. It says, and they shall take away certain of you and feed you, being idle, with things offered unto idols.
Right. So it ain't to promote a scared spirit, but it made me think like those Edomites are so hurt and crushed because they already know they the damn devil, they inferior, we superior, and what we saying was right, and their world is ending. But they couldn't do anything. So the people, it's like when you a wounded animal. You know what I'm saying? Like you have to respond. Like you put in a corner to respond. And when you been locked away and people been poking at you, that's how they feel. Like the Lord revving people's spirits up. So he gonna keep sending spirits down, and this is gonna be duplicating. They're gonna be multiplying in these people. And they just gonna be ready to, So what I'm going on to say is, it made me think like just cause through the spirit, he was pissed that he couldn't touch, touch us, touch me, touch the brothers, right? But you can guarantee he wished he could touch. They probably wouldn't have tried to get their hands on the nigga today, a so-called nigga. And that's the times we coming into. Through that pull, because remember, this goes back to the womb. We in the womb fighting for space against Esau right now. The children struggle together. So when they, and they was always meant to be separated. That wasn't only when they were in the womb. That's when they came out of Rebecca's womb as well. So their struggle is still going on. Yeah. And the brother, you wanted to bring it out earlier, but it was quoted, which is what? How Esau said he was going to slay his brother Jacob. All for basically him realizing reality. He's going to lose everything at the end of the day. So what better time for him to really finally manifest that than now? So the Lord's going to put that ancient Edomite spirit back down on these so-called white people, man. And that's exactly what we're seeing today. It was a case of the perpetual hatred, resurfacing. Nagger. But see, it's different now because he wouldn't get told cracker. He didn't have Jakes running away from him, getting sprayed by fire hydrants, fire extinguishers or whatever, fire water hose. He had, Jakes in his face dressed with garments and fringes, holding Bibles, fringes spiritually, first and foremost, and declaring the true name of their power, who's the creator of not only them, but us, but the Edomites as well. Being Yahweh Bashmiel, so it's completely different. So this the last hoorah. So shit's finna, the Lord's finna, they're gonna have to up the ante. And that means we're gonna have to up the ante and hold not only our spiritual posture that the Lord is telling us to have throughout all of this, but even more and even still, and even more once these particular times come. You know what I'm saying? He gonna let these people ride, man. Ride. You got it.
Yeah, kind. 2 Ezra chapter 16 and verse 69, it says, and they that consent unto them shall be had in derision and in reproach and trodden under foot. It says, for there shall be in every place and in the next cities a great insurrection upon those that fear the Lord.
Because the Lord is going to what? He's going to send that fire out off. He's going to send those spirits off. You know, that's where that wrath going to come from. You know? Don't you know wrath comes from the Heavenly Father? We can actually get that real quick. This is Sirach 5 and verse 6. And say not his mercy and great, Slakia, his mercy is great. He will be pacified for the multitude of my sins. For mercy and wrath come from him, and his indignation rested upon sinners. So the Lord, that wrath that's, you know, from that, we can jump back to it, from that great multitude is from the Lord, due to the Lord. So that's that fire sent out off, you know, spiritually.
2 Ezra chapter 16 verse 68, it says, for behold, the burning wrath of a great multitude is kindled over you.
Right, and who the wrath come from? Sirach 5 and 6. And say not his mercy is great. Sirach 5 and 6 say not his mercy is great. He will be pacified for the multitude of my sins. For mercy and wrath come from him, and his indignation from rested upon sinners. So that's the Lord's going to send more spirits down. He's going to send that wrath, you know, period. It ain't going to be to destroy us. It's going to be to test us, but it's going to be to destroy a lot of jakes that's going to be asleep. And they're going to think they can respond in the same old fashioned way. Nah, it's about to get, man, it's about to like, everything about to power up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, 2 Ezra chapter 16 and verse 68 continued. It says, and they shall take away certain of you and feed you, being idle, with things offered unto idols. And they that consent unto them shall be had in derision and in reproach and trodden under foot. It says, for there shall be in every place and in the next cities a great insurrection upon those that fear the Lord.
So they say people going to be taken. Jay's going to be taken. So in other words, it's a lot of brothers and sisters that's gonna get themselves caught up because they didn't have their perspective. They didn't readjust their perspective. They weren't readjusting their perspective as evils were increasing. You know, as things was revving up, even though they seen the signs. You see what I'm saying? That we could actually jump there in the 2 Ezra 5 and 1. Because that was a spirit, you know, that these things were on the way, that this was about to become a completely faithless land. You know what I'm saying? That you're going to have to clearly, based off where these people are at, the Lord is making these people, you know, how can I say it? Debase themselves to, this is real low level. You know what I'm saying? Like that you would have to align yourself with the spirit more. You know, because that was really a lot of low level shit today. It was like, but I don't mean low level like I'm contradicting what I'm saying. I mean like people stooping down even lower, like they was going out of their way more so than ever. That's how it's a power shit. But you got it.
Yep. It's the book of 2 Ezra chapter 5 and 1. It says, nevertheless, as coming the tokens, and it should say concerning. So like you reading out of the you know, the handheld. So nevertheless, as concerning the tokens, behold, the days shall come that they which dwell upon earth shall be taken in a great number.
You're reading off the phone, you said the handheld.
Yeah, so like you off the phone. So yeah. The water. Mm-hmm. It says, and the way of truth shall be hidden, and the land shall be barren of faith.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly. And that's dealing with these people. And Jake too. So those that get taken, more than likely is going to be those that weren't readjusting in the spirit with the times. You see what I'm saying? Like more spiritual, having more spiritual reinforcement, praying for more angels, coming with more wisdom. You know what I'm saying? Talking less with these fools. The people is about to completely become foolish. These people about to, be out of their mind like completely. You know? You can actually read on.
Yeah, kind. Verse 2 says, "But iniquity shall be increased above that which now thou seest, or that thou hast heard long ago." It says, "In the land in that thou seest now, to have root, shall thou see wasted suddenly. But if the Most High grant thee to live, thou shalt see after the third trumpet that the sun shall suddenly shine again in the night, and the moon thrice in the day. And blood shall drop out of wood, and stone shall give his voice, and the people shall be troubled."
We went into all that, but the whole point is, man, it's about to get back worse through these people out here, man. The Lord is about to make people get completely cold. Let's go ahead and get that Matthew 24:13.
It's the book of Matthew chapter 24 and verse 13. Well, verse 12, it says, "And because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold."
So iniquity gonna abound. That's what we just read. And people gonna be getting cold, man. So people ain't gonna care about, if you gotta make it home or you gotta endure to the end because you trying to get on the ships. They, you know what I'm saying? They're not gonna care. It's gonna get real. People gonna get real decrepit, real debased, real punk, like just real, it's gonna get real crappy. So you're gonna have to become more royal, more regal, more step over, more the party. That's what you're gonna have to do. Let's get Proverbs 14:7. Was anything else we was holding that we ain't bring out yet? It's all good. We get them after this. Mm-hmm.
Proverbs chapter 13 verse 7, it says, Salakia, Proverbs chapter 14 and verse 7, it says, "Go from the presence of a foolish man when thou perceivest not in him the lips of knowledge."
Right, Salakia, and you're gonna have to do that more often now. And you're gonna have to you're gonna have to do that with haste. You're gonna have to just look over people, because if you don't, like, you and really you gotta become hard. You know what I'm saying? People about to get way more because they hurt. So people just gonna be out here just trying to feel like they would say hurt people. You know what I'm saying? Like, so, we not in a lay down spirit. We not pushing that. It's just more so you want to make yourself ready to the battle, man. It's about to get crazy, and in order for you to be around for, the coming of the Lord, so we can be saved, and you get that power, Lord will, you have to become hard, man. To these things. So let's actually get there. Was that verse 12?
Yep.
13.
Yep. Matthew chapter 24 verse 13. "But he that shall endure unto the end, the same shall be saved."
You go into that word endure mean make hard. So you're gonna have to get thick skinned and become real hard and just just block these people out. Just don't even pay any attention to them. Completely, because times is about to get real cold. You know what I'm saying? So you got to become hard. You can't get offended because people are bugged out and they want you to know they bugged out and they hurt. You know what I'm saying? Like, they through. So let them be through. Like you say, beating a dead horse. All that. You got something? That ain't all that's out, man. So you got to completely become hard, and that's how you're gonna actually be saved. So you're going to have to stomach a lot. Let's get Job 6 and 10. You know? And how do you become hard? All right? You're going to have to suffer a lot. Go ahead.
It's the book of Job, chapter 6, verse 10. It says, "Then should I yet have comfort? Yeah, I would harden myself in sorrow."
Right. So you just ignore, like having to ignore somebody that's under you and that's, you know, really deserve to be in change, like that they supposed to be in change. But yet you know but yet you must just watch them go on and think whatever they want to think. Like, it's sorrowful. You know what I'm saying? But by you going through it and just dealing with it, you becoming hard. So that means you're what? You're enduring, because enduring means to make hard. You know, we can actually get that word enduring that in the Greek. Okay? And we know that's important because the Lord said, "Whoever shall do this, endure the same until the end," all throughout. Everything that happened, all the way up until the end, man. You know? Imagine how low people are gonna start stooping on the highways and on the comment boards and, you know, just in general when you just may be out. Like, it's a spirit that's coming on these people. They just gonna start looking at Jake in general. You ain't even gotta have fringes on. And they just gonna, you know, be in disgust. Jake gonna be looking at themselves. People gonna be looking at each other because the times is about to get real bad. Like, somebody house ain't got no food. Somebody baby don't got some formula. You know what I'm saying? That's what's about to happen. You know? So all we gotta do is just be the royal people. That's it. You know, as these niggas body dropping in this blood everywhere, it's a golden carpet, a spiritual carpet laid before us. That's that straight gate, and you gotta walk it. You know.
It's the word endure in the Greek.
Into the kingdom.
Hupamano.
And it says to remain, to tarry behind, to abide, not recede or flee.
Yeah, right. From what the Lord told you to do. So we can't find ourselves in those situations, you know, because you will have what play out? What the Lord said, which is a man taking your crown. Okay, did you have more on that? Yeah, go ahead.
It says to persevere under misfortunes and trials, to hold fast to one's faith in Hamashiach.
Yep. And that's going to always keep you straight. It's going to keep you around doing that, because we know when you jump to Romans, the 8th chapter, we could just read it. Mm-hmm.
Romans chapter 8. Okay, Salaki, verse 1. It says, there is therefore now no condemnation to them which are in Hamashiach Yahawashi, who walk not after the flesh, but after the spirit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, meaning you stick with the script. You stick with the script, so you won't be able to be punished. That's what the word condemnation go into, or afflicted. You know what these desires and these bugged out people's mind, you know, or what Satan may want to happen to you, because that's his job, won't be able to happen to you because you in the spirit. You know, he's gonna try to engage you through these means, these bots, these robots, these damn GMO ass people, GMO ass babies, as the Elder Apostle Rokase. Go ahead.
Yeah, Romans chapter 8, verse 2. It says, for the law of the spirit of life in Hamashiach Yahawashi hath made me free from the law of sin and death.
Right. So you stick it to the script, right, by wholeheartedly believing that Yahawashi being on his way back, which is gonna that which is faith, right? But that faith is gonna result in you sticking in the script. So by you just believing that Yahawashi gonna come back, you're gonna act like it. You're gonna stick to the script, right? And you won't be able to be condemned nor put to death. Hence, you're enduring. It's gonna keep you around, keep you out of situations. You know, keep you in moments to where you the bigger man, you walk away, you live to fight another day. You see what I'm saying? Because if you don't, Revelations 3:11, behold, I come quickly. It take faith to believe it, right? That's going into when the Lord tell you how to go forth, and he going to be here like that. But it says, hold that fast which thou hast, that no man take thy crown. So you can't let nothing stop you from what we here to accomplish. And that's to see the fall of our enemy. That's to get the power, to get beamed up on the ship, you know, put these people in chains, man, to watch this place completely go down, man. To the Lord say the meek shall inherit the earth. You know? But you gotta be keeping yourself in that stead in order to be of that, to partake of that, you know, to have that manifest before you. Because the Lord already said the wicked about to be rooted out of the earth. Okay? So we have to make sure that no situation, no little petty thing, no desperation of these heathens, these jakes that's mad, they butt hurt, gets us out of the spirit, which will be letting no man take your crown, man. You know? Let nothing play you out of the bigger picture. And the bigger picture is what? We winning, right? And you got to really put this mindset on more now, and you're going to have to do it more and more as things increase. You know what I'm saying? Because everything's going to be trying to take you off, okay? You got something? Let's get that in Sirach 5 and 15. And what's that, 17? And we get a couple more. The point, you know, pretty much proven. Because now we starting it. Now that we done showed you that these times are coming, the Lord said what? First, before we get that, let's get this in Sirach, the 4th chapter and the 20th verse. It says, observe the opportunity and beware of evil, and be not ashamed when it concerneth thy soul. Right? So don't be ashamed you going to take the low to keep your life. You know what I'm saying? Like, you see the opportunity also now to be ahead of the curve when these spirits start to rev up more and more and more. We seeing it. These people out, you got women out here butt hurt. Just let them completely play themselves out. Like, until that time manifests where they completely low and they need us. Don't engage with them now. Don't talk shit to them now. Like, completely let them be wore out. You know, let them realize it. All right? But you got it.
Yeah, the book of Sirach 15 in verse 17, it says, before man is life and death, and whether him like it.
Jump over verse.
Yeah, kind. Yep, verse 16, it says, he has set fire and water before thee. Stretch forth thy hand unto whether thou wilt.
Right. Going into that, what's that, second Ezra, the 7th chapter. You know, you got pretty much a straight line you trying to walk in. On one side is fire, on the other side is water, man. That's really what we should have got. You know what I'm saying? But you basically got to completely stay focused. You can't let nothing sway you off, or you will fall into one of them. You can end up getting caught up in one of them. You know what I'm saying? And you don't want that. All right? You got it. That feels more.
No, that was it.
Okay, kind. So let's go ahead and was there anything else you was holding? Okay, kind. Let's get this in Sirach 11, and then we're gonna probably close out in Ephesians 5. Sirach 11, and you can start at verse 9.
Sirach chapter 11 and verse 9. It says, strive not in a matter that concerneth thee not, and sit not in judgment with sinners.
Yeah. So don't be out here as people recording, they fighting, you all involved. You get the hell out the way, because it's more loose cannons walking around more and more. It's more people with mass shooting spirits on them. You know what I'm saying? It's more spirits of vengeance walking around more and more. You're going to have more people that's willing to pull that trigger in the middle of a crowd than ever before. And you starting to see that. That's how the sword is increasing. Because there's more people that has guns that have now got the spirit on them to use them. So when shit start going down, get the hell out the way. Don't be trying to. You got a lot of videos coming out. I want to do a video on that. All these people trying to be good Samaritans and save people. A 7-Eleven clerk get punched in the face by a customer, and another customer puts him in the headlock because he's an off-duty cop. Niggas doing that gonna get put to death. And if you get caught doing something like that, that's letting a man take your crown, because you might not make it out that situation. Now, what if dude had it on him? That dude blew away. He ain't making it back home. People gonna be more willing to it's just gonna be whatever out here, man. All right, you got it.
Continue here.
Yeah, kind of.
Yep. Sirach chapter 11 and verse 10, it says, "My son, meddle not with many matters, for if thou meddle much, thou shalt not be innocent. And if thou follow after, thou shalt not obtain. Neither shalt thou escape by fleeing."
So you can get yourself into a situation where you can't run from, even if you running. You know what I'm saying? And now you on your way back to, you either on the way to jail or you on the way to, the spirit world. And that's what Say wanted. You supposed to kept straight. So me getting caught up in with all these people, because that's the wide gate, and many there be that go within their rat, and they that go in their rat are destroyed. So that's basically that. You could jump to verse 20.
Sirach chapter 11 and verse 20. "Be steadfast in thy covenant, and be conversant therein, and wax old in thy work."
Yeah, So just stay steadfast, man. The Lord said what? "In thy patience possess thy soul." You don't want to be somebody out here that can't rule their spirit. Because when you able to say a man that can't have no rule over his spirit, he's like a city. You get that in Proverbs 25 and 28. Say he's like a city, that is broken down. And what's spiritual about that is what? It goes on to talk about walls. So there's no defense. Go ahead. And that means what? Go ahead.
Proverbs chapter 25 and 28. "He that hath no rule over his own spirit is like a city that is broken down and without walls."
So meaning you open for the kill. You know what I'm saying? You open up. You've made yourself vulnerable now for anything. Okay? So we can't let these people get the best of us. Because the times is about to completely be revved up, because these people about to be revved up. And with these people being revved up, obviously the time's going to be revved up. So we have to put off the mortal mind now. You know what I'm saying? Let's get that in Sirach 14 and 10. Not 14 and 10, second Esdras 14 and 10.
Second Esdras chapter 14 and verse 10, it says, "For the world hath lost his youth, and the times begin to wax old." It says, "For the world is divided into 12 parts, and the 10 parts of it are gone already."
Like these people, they gone already. Go ahead.
"And half of a 10th part."
So I act like they here, they gone already. You got it.
Yep. It says, "And there remaineth that which is after the half of the 10th part."
There's barely souls that's about to be around. Go ahead.
It says, "Now therefore set thine house in order."
Right. So we're seeing the times, and which is resulting in people being in a certain state of mind, right? You need to get yourself in order, because we know just because these people are they're being set up to help bring forth the times that we reading about that are to come. You know what I'm saying? So we want to be preparing ourselves mentally. Okay, I know I'm gonna have to do more ignoring. I'm gonna have to do, you know what I'm saying? Just more laughing, or we just gonna, whatever. I'm gonna have to care less talking, less engaging. Period. It's gonna be less room for error, mistake, engagement. One mistake could be, Go ahead.
Yeah, kind. 2 Esdras 14 and 13, it says, now therefore set thine house in order and reprove thy people, comfort such of them as be in trouble, and now renounce corruption.
Right. So reproving our people. So once we getting ourselves in order and we here reproving you, like we have to up our spirit. The Lord is about to up. You about to see what we may have been seeing already, but on a whole new level to where it's gonna look new, and it's gonna be also new things we've never even seen from people taking place. So you're gonna have to completely put on the armor of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua more and more, and constantly always be pushing that mindset. You know what I'm saying? Because we not finna let nothing stop us from the goal, the agenda. And that's to see the fall of our enemy. So we got to stay away, not engage. You know what I'm saying? Then we can come up and put our foot on their head and put the flag down. You know what I'm saying? You got it.
2 Esdras chapter 14 and verse, let's see. Yeah, verse 15, it says, and set aside the thoughts that are most heavy unto thee. I'm going to start at verse 14, Salakia. It says, let go from thee mortal thoughts. Cast away the burdens of man. Put off now the weak nature. And set aside the thoughts that are most heavy unto thee. And haste to flee from these times.
Right. So that's the mindset that Esdras was given a mindset that you're going to need for the times we live in right now. He was being told this because of the times that will be going on around 2020, 2022, 20, the 2000 era, man. 2,000 years later, basically. You know what I'm saying? Like, so now that's where we at, and that's the only mindset that's gonna be the one to withstand and be able to help a brother and sister that's of the Israelite race, and to have the promise, be able to manifest and be that promise and be around for that promise, for that kingdom. This is the only one. So we gotta let go of that mortal thinking. We can't be getting caught up, and like low level thinking. Like I shouldn't even say none of that damn dude. I normally wouldn't, but see, Satan, it's gonna be new plays being drawn up. So that's why we gotta go back to the drawing board. You know what I'm saying? Like some little East Indians like scoffing. Like what? That was different. We already, we want that from Esau, but it's even watching that, cause But like I said, it's not a lay down period. We still gonna be teaching this word, but we just gonna be doing it with more wisdom. As Yahweh Shai, you gotta think when he was at his hour where he was about to be taken. Even before, he wasn't ducking no smoke, but he always played it to where he wasn't taken. He ain't let it go to the point to where he could lose sight of the purpose. And then obviously as he was getting closer and closer, his performance went up, of wisdom, became even better, because when you so close, you really gotta perform perfect. It's like a brother said, a beautiful point. The closer you get to something. Like if you try to read up some words on the pages, it's crazy how it works. The closer you get to something, the harder it is to see. You know what I'm saying? That shit was like, I was like, damn, that's crazy. So that's why you see in sports, even when you doing well, if you don't perform even better than what you was already performing and have you up all the way to the end, you start to see yourself slip away or lose it. And some months outright lose. So you see in sports that basically at the end you gotta outright perform perfect to outright make sure nothing, prevents you from winning. Because like the brother said, as you get closer to something, it's harder to see it. People lose sight. And that's when niggas blow up 20-point lead in like 6 minutes. we can't do that.
Yeah, that reminds me of like a stat that I like read in the world. It says most car accidents happen like blocks from your house, because you would drive safely, like, in areas you might not know, but when you get home, you get that sense of relax. Like, I'm here, I done this a million times. So they say a statistic is that most accidents, like, it was a large percent of accidents happen within your neighborhood. Like, you would basically damn near be home.
That's a good point, because that's what this today also made me think of. As we get closer to the end, we closer to the kingdom. The Lord said, look up for your redemption draws nigh. So that don't mean stop looking up and rejoicing. But I also see we got to become even more humble, because the key thing Yahweh also says that the meek shall inherit the earth. So as we looking up, we want to make sure we don't lose the status of being meek. We don't want to leave that meek standing, because we can be rejoicing and damn near become proud and then end up getting destroyed. Yep. This 2nd Ezra 14 and verse 16, it says, for yet greater evils than those which thou hast seen happen shall be done hereafter. It says, for look how much the world shall be weaker through age, so much the more shall evils increase upon them that dwell therein. Yep. We jump to that in Ephesians.
Ephesians 5. Yeah, kind. Yeah, so it says, these evils, they will get greater. It's just like what we just saying, closer to the championship.
And what does evils mean?
These bad times. Yep. So these times, they go get worse and worse. And as we get closer to what?
Who? These people?
Yeah, these people, they go wax colder and colder. And yep. And the closer we get to our goal, the weaker these people will get. Thus, them becoming more evil, becoming more cold, becoming more bugged out, and the tighter we gonna have to get or be.
Yep. If we can get Sirach 25 and 7, we're gonna get a couple more. And I want to get this.
Yeah, kind. It's the book of Sirach, chapter 25. Yeah, we'll do.
That's what we want, man. We about to see these people completely. Yeah, kind. Psalms 30 and verse 34. So we don't want no slide. We don't want no man to take our crown, man. We want to be. We're here to live. We might as well get it now. Sirach, hold that. It's almost 30, and then we get to Sirach 25. We want to live to what? See the fall. 25 and 7.
Yep. Sirach chapter 25 verse 7, it says, there be 9 things which I have judged in mine heart to be happy, and the 10th I will utter with my tongue. A man that hath joy of his children, and he that liveth to see the fall of his enemy.
So we want to be around to see this place go down, man. That's all we here for. We want to keep ourselves in that position. So, and the wicked clearly already promised to fall. So just make sure you around for it. All right, Psalms 37 and 4. 34, Salakia.
37 and 34.
Yep.
Yeah, kind. Psalms chapter 37 and verse 34. Wait on the Lord and keep his way, and he shall exalt thee to inherit the land. When the wicked are cut off, thou shalt see it.
So we just gotta wait on the Lord, man. We can't get we can't blow the 20-point lead, man. Keep ourselves in a position to see the wicked come down, so we can see ourselves come up. But in order for us to come up, we gotta make sure we stay down. Stay down with the scriptures, stay down with the Lord, stay down in a humble disposition. We already blowing them out. Ain't no point of, It's a fucking blowout, man. You a damn bum, all right? Goddamn engaging with bums, okay? I'm going to read through. You actually jump to 37 real quick, and then we close out in Ephesians 5.
Yeah.
Just read through point 37.
Yeah, so like you. Where did I start? 37? 34.
35.
Yeah. Psalms 37 and 35, it says, I have seen the wicked in great power and spreading himself like a green bay tree. Yet he passed away, and lo, he was not. It says, yeah, I saw him.
Yeah, this so-called white man gonna be here. These so-called white people, they here, but they gonna be gone like they was never here. You know, so we gotta keep that mindset. Don't get caught up in them like they real. They like a figment of imagination, basically. You know, you got it.
Yeah, kind. It says, I sought him, but he could not be found. Verse 37, mark the perfect man, and behold the upright, for the end of that man is peace.
Right. So a man always discerning time in both judgment, you know, and fearing in all things. That's who's gonna be straight. We're gonna actually read through this whole chapter, verse 40.
Yeah, verse 38, it says, but the transgressors shall be destroyed together. The end of the wicked shall be cut off. But the salvation of the righteous is of the Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. He is their strength in the time of trouble.
Right. So when things get bad, we just lean on the Lord. Go ahead.
It says, and the Lord shall help them.
Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. Go ahead.
Yep. And the Lord shall help them and deliver them. He shall deliver them from the wicked and save them because they trust in him.
Just like today. Called on Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. Wasn't finna get carnal with him. You know what I'm saying? And the Lord delivered. He wanted to get on the phone and call who the Lord got working for him. You know what I'm saying? Like, so we just gotta more so lean towards the Lord at the start of a situation that look like it's about to be a situation. You know, like even more than what we already have, because people gonna just be doing more. Like how people already be doing too much, they're gonna be doing so much pretty soon. You know? So we just gotta lean on Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. So let's get this in Ephesians 5, and we can start at verse 15. You know, start at 14. We'll read through. Just go ahead. You got it.
It's the book of Ephesians chapter 5 verse 14. It says, wherefore he saith, awake thou that sleepest, and arise from the dead, and Hamashiach shall give thee light. It says, see then that ye walk circumspectly.
Yeah, so you need to wake up to the times, wake to the fact that it's perilous times about to come. It's about to be confusion in many places, love of many about to wax cold. We need to prepare ourselves to the battle. Awake to that, you know, and getting this word is what's gonna be through this word and watching. You're gonna be able to see more. You know what I'm saying? And then you're gonna start moving according to basically the measurements you getting. The readings you getting back, because that's basically you measuring it. You take the times, the things you seeing, and you match them with certain parts or points the Lord said we will be at in the scriptures that will represent this or mean that, and then you move accordingly. You establish it. Okay, this is this. So once you have something, you're able to say what it is, and that should show you what you're dealing with. And then when you know what you're dealing with, you should know how to move accordingly. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's basically it.
Yeah, kind. Ephesians 5 and 15, see then that ye walk circumspectly, not as fools, but as wise.
Yeah, don't be a damn fool out here, man. It's about to get real. We looking at all around the board in every angle. That's why it says, pretty much a wise man feareth in all things. So in all moments, he's considering that he's living in biblical times. Every moment you in is a biblical time moment. You could be at the damn library and some shit. You know what I'm saying? The damn librarian might get smart or some shit. You know what I'm saying? You just never know. Now we know the Lord, he make his when a man's ways please the Lord, he maketh his enemies to be at peace with thee. But you still got to understand that you walk within pretty much your overthrowing. the peril of your overthrowing is that dangerous. You completely in danger. You in the valley of the shadow of death. That doesn't change. But the Lord can control based off how you moving, how things respond to you, people and things and places. Go ahead.
Ephesians 5:16, redeeming the time, because the days are evil. Wherefore be ye not unwise, but understanding that the will of the Lord is.
What you said that.
Salakia. I'm gonna read that again. It says, verse 17, wherefore be not unwise, but understanding what the will of the Lord is.
And that's for us to endure and let no man take our crown. That's basically it. So, that's basically it. So call Halam. You got anything else?
Yeah, I do got one.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, kind. It's the book of Romans, chapter 12, and verse 19. It says, dearly beloved, avenge not yourselves, but rather give place unto wrath. For it is written, vengeance is mine, I will repay, saith the Lord. So we just got to be humble and understand the times, stay circumspect and realize that, in due time, the Lord, he's going to come forth and do what he says, which is he says, I will repay. Thus said Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai.
Right, lose battles to win the war.
Yeah, kind.
And that also means what? Once again, pushing the whole message, getting ready to readjust. Because everything's about to readjust. You know what I'm saying? Like, turn my levels up. Like, it'd be like, that's what you got to do. You know what I'm saying? So, that's basically it. So, Kal Halam La, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Wahara Kakwadash. Lord willing, you've been edified. Till next time, Shalom.